Zabdina akonako ezoludde oluvuganya gavumenti era ng'alaalika ng'agamba nti wetunatuukira mwaka bwe guti tetugenda kuba na ludda luvuganya gavumenti oba opposition ng'abangi bwe bakitegeera. Wabula nga kino kigenze mu maaso n'okuba nga kyeyoleka nti kati tugenda kwolekera omwaka mulamba bukyanga kibiina kya FDC ekyenajjanankumbi kifuna fractures ez'enjawulo olw'ebigambibwa nti Mwami Museveni yakiyingiramu n'akigabira ensimbi. Ebyo tetujja biyingiramu nnyo kuba bikyali awo bikyabagulumbya. Nga we tutuukidde mu kiseera kino ekibiina kya FDC saidi ya Katonga kuba tulina sides bbiri, waliwo Najjanankumbi eyasigalayo egambibwa nti yali ensimbi okuva mu gavumenti, waliwo ne faction ey'e Katonga. Kitwetaaga okubuuza nga twolekera 2026 kubanga tusigazza actual omwaka gumu tuyingire akalulu. FDC eririddawa essira ndowooza tulisimbe ku faction ey'e Katonga kuba gyogwa. Tutandikirawo.
Niyazege amanya nze Wycliffe Tumusiime Forum for Democratic Change, ekibiina ekimu ekivuganya gavumenti mu byobufuzi. Forum for Democratic Change ekigambo kya luzungu naye mu Luganda kitegeeza akadaala akaleetawo enkyukakyuka ku democracy. Now, FDC yazimbibwa ku mitendera mingi nga kuliko ne constitution gyetugoberera. Nga bwe muwulira FDC erimu ebiwayi bibiri, kyemuwulira eky'e Katonga ne Najjanankumbi. Of course nga President Yoweri Museveni nga bwe yagamba by 2031 tiwajja kubaawo kibiina kyonna ekyobufuzi ekimuvuganya.
Yalimba
nsuubira teyalimba
okusinziira ku ggwe
kubanga olaba ebiri ewaffe indeed ffe twekutulamu and I believe eyakyogera ndowooza yakikola. Kyova olaba bali basigadde Najjanankumbi ffe tugende Katonga, but ffe twavaayo nga tulaba democracy mu kibiina kyaffe nga tebakyakigoberera. First of all, ne delegates conference yakolebwa teyali ntuufu. Ffe mu Katonga tugenda kukola delegates conference yaffe entuufu egenda kugobererwa amateeka g'ekibiina kya FDC.
Naye ate ekibiina kya FDC ekimanyiddwa kyekye Najjanankumbi Electoral Commission kyemanyi nti kyekiri mu mateeka eky'e Katonga si kibiina kitongole. How are you going to do that delegate conference? Electoral Commission, National Electoral Commission, tebamanyi.
Ekisooka FDC ye Najjanankumbi yakola delegates conference nga teri mu mateeka, nadanya amateeka
ag'ekibiina mwekubira endu.
Ekisooka ayita delegates conference abeera the national chairperson, oyo mwami wasoberwa. But ku luno baamuze ebbali ne beerondera omuntu wa ne bayita conference etali mu mateeka as the constitution of the party stipulates. So in other words, that is invalid. But when bagenda mu maaso with the sentence babawa, because at times money can control everything. I remember at one time I said, even it is related, I mean it is even referred to the Bible, that money is the source of evil. And you can see the money which came to FDC now has resulted into evil activities. Disrespect of the constitution, I mean the party constitution, disrespect of the members, disrespect of the elders including Dr. Kizza Besigye, whereby now they don't even respect him because of the money which was brought in that party, the evil which was actually introduced in our party. That's why we are divided.
Ensonga ya FDC ng'ekyagenda mu maaso, abawagizi bammwe kati bamanyi kiddako. Tugende Najjanankumbi wali ekitebe ekikulu, tugende Katonga, Where is FDC now? Do we have any hope y'okutuula awamu ne tukola reconciliation nga bannakibiina, oba ebyo byaggwawo tusuubire nti kuba lwaki njogera kino emabegako wonna mubadde mu consultative meeting ze mubadde mugamba nti musisinkana ba members abagundiivu okubeebuuzaako whether we go back to Najanankumbi or we start a new party. Where is FDC, especially Katonga faction?
nga bwe nkugambye okusooka, the constitution of the party ekugamba the headquarters of FDC will be situated in Kampala. Katonga is in Kampala. It is not anywhere. As you know, so Najanankumbi is where? In Kampala. So we are not wrong in any way, we as Katonga. Second, ekyogambe kya waje tugenda results tugenda bagamba after the delegates conference tugenda okutuulamu actually ennaku z'omwezi 13th of this month wetugenda mu delegates conference yegenda ovaamu na buli kimu ekigenda okubagamba when and how we are going to operate our 2026 and beyond elections. Actually, I want to correct you. The FDC National Delegates Conference is on 19th August of this year, 2024. Again. So after that day, that's when you can avail you with the correct information about the strengths of the party. Yes.
Accordingly, FDC Najanankumbi yatuuza yo kanjite nti yo gye yayita delegate conference. Delegates conference netuula nammwe mugenda tuuze yammwe on 19th. Ekyo tekyongera fractions mu FDC nga tubadde tulowooza nti we had a hope of reconciliation.
As I told you earlier, Faye, we are trying to follow, first of all,
the constitution,
the legalities of the party, first of all. It is the national chairman, Ambassador Waswabiribwa, again Uyita, that who is calling, inviting the delegates for that conference, which is in the constitution of our party. Whereas the other one, by the constitution, the delegates there, which was not following the constitution of our party. And you remember very well, while we were even the court issues, even ruling even towards midnight, okay, in favor of them.
Of Najanankumbi faction.
And that's why the majority of our supporters, manya abantu balala, bamanya ngwa kino ekibiina kati President Museveni akitutte kusinziira bye yayogera. By the end of this term, tewajja kubaawo any opposition party bwekola ki
nga weeri
ng'emuvuganya.
Okusinziira kumwe bannakatonga FDC Katonga mukyalina amaanyi ng'essaawa zino abamu ku bawagizi bammwe oba si ku bawagizi bammwe wabula ku bamemba aba FDC faction Katonga faction basimbiddwa mu mbuga z'amateeka nga bavunaanibwa ku misango egigambibwa nti bagezaako okwenyigira mu butujju. Omusango gw'obutujju, ebimu ku bubonerezo singa gukukka mu vvi, osibibwa mayisa oba kuwanikibwa kalabba bwe mba seerabidde.
Of course, omusango gwe baateekako bamemba baffe, it's one of the capital offenses actually tried even by high courts. It's not a simple case. But nga bw'omanyi ba leaders in Africa abalemedde ku ntebe, they normally use many things actually to disrupt and to let me say to intimidate okumalamu amaanyi.
So can we say that this is an intimidation?
No, actually a dictator ye muntu gw'otazanyisa anyhow, and he controls everything. He controls the authority, controls the state apparatus, controls the judiciary. Kyayagala kyakola. but ate ffe kiti twamutuma we Ugandans twamukotinga. One, he should protect us, protect our values, actually following the constitution of the Republic of Uganda. Actually waba alayira nga akutte instruments of power, so that he uses that power to protect his citizens, the territory of our country. The use of let me say the government organs like the army and police in a proper way, which is stipulated in our constitution. But you will find when these people are in power for a long time, instead they use those apparatuses wrongly against people who normally challenge them. My boss at one time said that right now that the President Museveni today akozesa ebintu bina byebiri omuli terror which results into fear. You get? So that terror evaamu fear. From fear, if you fear a lot, n'obukambwe. Yayogera the use of money. From terror he uses money. He can buy people. He can corrupt you. You can put money, for example, in a cattle, and you get disorganized how you share that money.
So can we say just you disagreed how to share the money, so that's why you separated it to Katonga?
Even money came, there was no transparency. You get? So money, as I told you earlier, is a source of evil. We can use money to terrorize even the coolest organized group.
I understand.
Then the third one is divide and rule. Okay?
You can use the money to divide you.
You can use the money to divide. How can I divide these people? He can use the power. For example, one region can be divided into different ethnic groups. And he starts creating that this group does not like this group. You can divide and rule through maybe religions. Catholics, they shouldn't tally with Protestants. I'm giving an example.
Yeah.
And you find, they have bakutte ku mukatuliki waffe. Kafe abasiraamu katuveeyo. Which is wrong. Remember, this is one country. So we don't need divide and rule. Then the fourth one is propaganda. Propaganda, if he wants to sugarcoat something, will give you correct information that you see. For example, you see this glass of water, the water is blue, but everybody clearly can see water is colorless. But he will go and preach to the people, you see this glass, it has water which is blue. But the propaganda mainly they talk about in line with the government services. They start saying, in 1986, the GDP was at this.
It is now
it is at this. It is growing. But they are not giving factual and the truth on the ground. At one time, through propaganda, somebody said, we are now in the middle state income. Okay? As if we are now competing with countries like America, Japan, and
Russia, what?
Yet we are still at the below poverty level, whereby many of the people, they can't even take 2 meals in a day.
Mayor,
yeah.
You're driving me now away from the point where I was. Tubadde ku nsonga ya bamemba wa FDC abali mu Budukulu essaawa zino okusimbibwa mu mbuga z'amateeka ku nsonga zigambibwa nti benyigidde mu bikolwa by'obutiti. Babakwatidde mu ggwanga lya Kenya mu kibuga Nairobi. Kigambibwa nti mbadde bagenze kusoma okusinziira ku bakulembeze b'e Katonga. Naye gavumenti erina ettendekero ly'ebyobukulembeze ly'Ekyankwanzi. Ki ekibatwala e Nairobi ne mutagenda Kyankwanzi?
Ekisooka Kyankwanzi, it's a national facility for training. But ekitundu ekyo kyawandibwa gavumenti, which is led by President Museveni. Now kenyini okimanyi bulungi, teri any other opposition party can go to Kyankwanzi.
Musaba.
I wish you were in opposition ogenda okisabe. ogendeyo bakukkirize. They cannot.
That's why you choose to go to Kenya?
Even those people of NRM, they go even beyond Uganda. All political parties normally go for training and conferences even beyond Uganda, not only for FDC. They go even up to Canada. So FDC, as I told you, it is an opposition party trying to challenge President Museveni. That's why I told you, in any way, anything challenging him will also challenge it in his way. So, they were assembled in court. Anything in court, in most cases, we shouldn't be discussed. Exactly, that is it. But the point is, as far as I know, every political party which is registered can go anywhere beyond even the border for training.
Okay.
And conferences, of course following the law.
Nga tukyali ku side ya opposition engeri gyemenyesemenyeseemu kiraga nti ekibiina ekiri mu buyinza olwo kigenda kwerisankuuli era nga n'okusinziira ku alipoota y'ekitongole kya afrowat kyafulumya alipoota gye buvuddeko nkyerabiddemu bwe kigwayo nga kigamba NRM ku ground etuuse mu bitundu 5 mu 3 ku 100 nga kino kivudde ku baludda luvuganya gavumenti okwerumaaluma nga wetwogerera n'ekibiina the leading opposition party in Uganda, which is NUP National Unity Platform, kirina fractions mu bakulembeze baakyo era nga n'ebirala ebifulumayo bigamba ono yali enguzi ono teyalya ono ate alumiriza ono okulya enguzi ate naye oluvannyuma ne bamulumiriza. Where is opposition towards 2026 elections?
Opposition is present, but the thing of opposition, we know.
But do you expect change? We know opposition is there, but do you expect change, like opposition to overthrow the government or to take over the government?
That's why we are in the opposition, challenging the current government with Navy Vivacola, entirely in line with people's will, people's desire, the people they are supposed to get in terms of services. And those loopholes zitwesigamapo of challenging the current government. As you have said that NRM has a lot of support on the ground. But NRM is using the state infrastructure to run its party activities. For example, they use the GISU, they use the RDCs, in most cases, to monitor even the elections during elections.
Mayor,
yes.
I'm sorry to divert you, but ensonga abantu naddala ku mutendero gwa wansi bagamba mugyekwasiza nnyo ensonga ezimu ze mukusimbako essira mugamba NRM eri enguzi naye wano twalabye nga bafulumizza ekitongole ky'ebyobululu eky'ebyokulonda kyafulumiza ensimbi ze kibawa mu abali ku ludda oluvuganya gavumenti nga nammwe ezimu zibalemye okuwa accountability ziraga mwaziwuutanya abakulembeze baziwuutanya. Ekyo kibongera ki eri ku ground ffe abantu abawansi abasasula ensimbi ezo omuwi w'omusolo asuubira ki mulowooza are you not declining?
It is very unfortunate. Even our leaders in the opposition, they are corrupt.
What?
It is very unfortunate. Even our leaders in opposition,
they are corrupt.
Yes. For example, what is corruption? That is the dishonesty. Okay. It is greed, misuse of funds in a wrong direction. In other words, in a place where it's not supposed to be used.
So as you accept that, you think you can take over power when you corrupt?
That's what I'm telling you. For us, when we saw our friends in FDC are corrupt, we decided to part away from them. You get to mean people in Nigeria. They give them 3 billion, but instead of using that money to, first of all, to make a united FDC, actually they are creating more division. For us, we are going for consultation. For them, they are also going for tour. And when they go there, they start preaching, those people went away. But when they are in the field, they claim we have come to recruit more. That's one. Two, they are misusing that money by buying things which are not necessary for the party. How can you go to a rally, you front a rally with cans of beers, calling people, come drink.
Okay.
Instead of calling people, come, go back to the gardens and dig, but for you are calling them away from the garden.
Yeah, someone out there could say we are specifically talking about National Unity faction. But let's look at even the National Unity platform. They received over 12 billion from the Electoral Commission, but over 700 millions, they can't give accountability for that money.
I beg your pardon?
Like, someone there could say we are talking about only, we are specified on FDC function, Najana Kumbi.
Yes.
But even National Unity Platform, the leading opposition party, has failed to give an accountability for about 700 million, over 700 million. So where is opposition? If the NUP, the leading party, the leading opposition party, can fail to give an accountability for that huge money.
NUP, which is led by Principal Honorable Chagulanyi Sentamu Robert, it's a young party and it's the leading party so far, with the majority members of parliament coming from NUP. So by so doing, from the Electoral Commission, NUP of recent, according to this, they got 34 billion to run their party. But also, there's a Auditor General's report querying the misuse of that money. In terms, that is also corruption. That's why I told you it is very unfortunate. Our leaders in opposition, they are also corrupt. They refer to the building, the headquarters of MOOC, which were acquired. It wasn't acquired in the proper manner of procurement process of this country. In other words, as a party in the opposition, which claims that is fighting for corruption, itself should check itself. For example, the process of acquiring that headquarters of theirs, it could have been stipulated very well following the procurement process.
So that's where my question comes in. What's the image the public can take if you, the opposition, can fail to give the accountability?
Now
yet you're fighting for power.
And that's why I told you the problem is also our leaders. But me being in opposition, I'm actually appealing to our leaders. Let us rule and lead by exemplary. Let's do accountability. Let's respect actually government money. That is not our money. That is taxpayers' money. And I predict if we don't account for that money, the law may catch us, and we may find even the Electoral Commission says, or court can say, you people, you are unfit even to contest because you failed to account the government money. That is government money. So I appeal to all leaders, let it be FDC, let it be NUP, let it be DP. PPP and another party is what? The whole party which got all this money. Let us account for this money properly, including NRM, so that the gospel of corruption we are preaching can be in line with our behaviors back home in our parties.
Okay. Some few days back, there was a demonstration marching at Parliament to fight, in order to fight corruption.
Yes.
Is it not the time now to walk to parties headquarters to fight corruption by the public?
First of all, for us in FDC, Katonga, we are fighting corruption. We are fighting those people in Najana who are corrupt. And I've told you, they are corrupt. So,
if the public decides to walk to Najana Kumbi in that line of fighting corruption, can you support the public?
If it is corruption, we have to fight corruption. But as I told you, for us, after the delegates conference on the 19th, that's when we are going to give you the final words.
Where are you? You go back to Najanankumbi or you take another way?
No, first of all, Najanankumbi is moving astray. It's moving away from the rail. It is we who are on the main road, on the mainstream, actually, to deliver this country.